Hi guys, welcome to the channel. On this video, we're going to make another diorama for my Captain America Nendoroids. On this project, I'm going to use polystyrene, the one that you get when you bought a appliance. You don't need to actually follow the way that I cut my polystyrene. You just have to you just have to cut it the way that you wanted it to be. And you could just trim all the uneven surface that you don't like your base to have. Since the cutting is a tedious task and I don't want to bore you, I cut and assembled most of the parts of the base. And now that our base is ready, we just have to cut all the sides or different parts of the base to the way that we wanted it to look like. On this project, I'm just sculpting my base to make it more like a bottle ready or battlefield. So I will try to replicate the setting on which each Captain America appearances shows up. For us to achieve the brick style, we just have to get your ruler and your marker and make a brick outline, which we will going to cut using a cutter. So I'm cutting all the drawings that we have and we're making a deep cut on it. We're just going to sculpt it the way that we draw it. Now that we're done with the brick part, I'm just going to cut some of the parts of my base to have it more like a mountainside texture. Right now I'm just cutting some small polystyrene to create rocks for our diorama. And this is how I make my tile-like detail to make it more like a bottle-worn diorama. This is actually an optional step, but you just have to get a chalk and grate it to make it more like a chalk powder. We're going to use this to put some texture on our diorama. Just add some water and mix it together with glue until you have a paint-like texture. And we're just going to brush it all over our base. Wait until it's completely dried and we're ready to prime our base. Right now I'm going to use an acrylic paint, and you can also add a little bit of thinner to dilute the acrylic paint. And just paint all over our base and completely cover all the parts of the base. Now that our diorama base is completely dried, we're now ready for dry brushing. So these parts were not going to be dry brushed with white, as they were not be going to be concrete, because this will be going to be a field with like grassy texture. So I'm just using a masking tape on these parts to avoid painting them. And for dry brushing, we're also going to use white acrylic paint. If you are unfamiliar with dry brushing, it is a painting technique which we make our paint completely or relatively dry to create more like an even or worn out look. And as you can see, the parts that we're dry brushing it with white is slowly turning into a concrete or rock-like texture. Just avoid yourself overdoing it, as it will turn out to be just like white. Now that we're done with the concrete part, I'm going to paint all these parts with green acrylic paint. You can just like paint greener than like I do, but right now I'm just like painting it a little bit green because I will be using fake grass. For sealant for our fake grass, I'm going to just mix white glue with water and brush it all over the parts that we're going to use our fake grass. I bought this fake grass from Shopee, and I'm going to put the product link on the description box. Some professional diorama makers have this tool, which I think it's called grass applicator, which they use to apply this fake grass. But right now I don't have one, so I'm just going to spread it all over the parts that where I brush it with sealant. So to put a little more texture on our grass parts, I'm just like spreading a darker tone fake grass, which I also bought from the same store. And now this is our finished product. It looks so much better than I actually expected it to be, and I'm very happy for the result. And if you like this video, do not forget to leave a like and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Talk to you on my next video. Keep safe and bye.